Hey guys, so it's been a good month since I last uploaded a video, but let's get going again, I guess. So, what I wanted to talk today about is your energy, or rather, your consistent daily energy levels and the state of your mind. I guess in the sense of vibration and thoughts. So, do you ever feel like you're not making progress even when you're setting goals, when you're being disciplined with setting goals and working towards your goals? Or you seem to quit easily as you get closer to your goals. You kind of making progress, but then you seem to quit as you're making progress and maybe getting close. And then the repeating pattern is that you tend to spiral into negativity, where you give up, you quit, and then you get all negative and beat yourself up, and you have a few days, I guess, of feeling sorry for yourself, and you get into a negative spiral because I've certainly repeated that pattern multiple times over and over again. Um, because what I've realized recently is that all stems from your state of mind or your energy or vibrational kind of consistent baseline level. Well, that didn't make much sense, but basically your daily energy, your emotions, what you feel on a day to day basis, and kind of the level, the state of that. And what I realized personally was I was always in a state of fear or anxiety or scarcity, where even the goals that I was setting were from a place of fear, from a place of lack, um, and really from a place of what I should want rather than a place of what I actually want. So it was usually goals for what other people around me thought was a good idea, or I need this amount of money, I need this job, I need this certain thing, because I was coming from a place of fear, scarcity. I was scared, I was anxious all the time. And it wasn't until I finally realized for years I was struggling with this. Well, if I go further back, I was stuck in an environment which wasn't the best. It was a very negative kind of tense environment, full of kind of negativity and a lot of victimization, a lot of self pity, I guess, was a common theme. So the environment wasn't really conducive to any sort of growth or confidence. And I really struggled with like spiraling into negativity, and basically I lived in a place of fear, of anxiety daily, on a daily basis. I was constantly stressed, worried about what was going to happen. Um, there was even days, well, more than days, months where I wouldn't go outside, not even once. I was basically a hermit for months on end, and I was kind of scared of the world, I guess. I lived in a place of fear, of constant fear, regardless of what logically it meant. I was just scared of most things. And it wasn't until I did a lot of development on myself, a lot of reading, a lot of researching, that I thought, if I can't leave my environment, if I'm too afraid, too scared to leave my environment, um, then there's only one choice really, and that's to become stronger than my environment, to become so strong that my current environment has no negative effect on me anymore, and then I'll ultimately be able to leave that environment. So that's basically what I did. And the main tool that I used for that was meditation. So I've always kind of dabbled with meditation for years, really. Always in and out of it, doing it for a few weeks, then stopping. Then I guess the similar type of thing with my goals. But once that realization clicked that I must become stronger than my environment, rather than constantly trying to escape it, constantly trying to take certain substances, be addicted to the internet, all that type of thing. It was just to try to get an escape from my current environment and trying to actually physically leave certain attempts of trying to do that. What I realized was instead of trying to escape it, I should just try and become stronger than my environment, focus on my own self, my own thoughts, my own state of mind, my energy levels, my positivity, the thoughts running through my mind, and really trying to develop myself so that I become stronger than my environment. And that's what I did. I just focused day to day on meditating, and that was the only real goal I had on a day to day basis, was to meditate twice a day and to really, really focus on that. And I guess have that sense of achievement that every single day, if I meditated twice a day, then I succeeded for that day. And I noticed gradually over the days, over the weeks, that my mind was becoming quieter. The negative thoughts and really the negative feelings the emotions, which were very strong, were starting to become a little bit lighter. And I noticed how that affected the environment, the people in the environment, which I had quite a difficult relationship at the time with, and how not necessarily their responses were different, their behaviors were different, but rather my behaviors were different because my thoughts were slightly more positive, lighter. I noticed that I felt different, thus my behaviors were slightly different, more from a place of confidence, more from a place of love and peace and calmness, really being calm. And gradually over the weeks and the months, I did start to feel a sense of calm. The anxiety was still there, I guess, but it was quieter, it was lighter, it was more in the background. And as I went through that, I guess I just reached a point where my baseline just reached a certain point where I was able to function on a daily basis without that fear, without that anxiety, constantly being there, constantly feeling it in my chest, in my kind of back, and it just kind of felt like. And from there, I could make better decisions, and ultimately have made better decisions. I'm out of that environment now. I'm in my own kind of environment. I've got my own things going on. I feel a sense of confidence, of calmness within my being. Obviously, there's plenty of improvement to make, and that will happen. But I'm in a much better place now from where I was. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that story really, and how meditation was a very powerful tool for me, because I feel like you're basically training your brain to observe and not judge and not get attached to the thoughts and the emotions that you feel in your body and in your mind. Whereas normally you'll think something, or the thoughts will just come in and you'll instantly attach to them. You'll instantly start trying to either remove them or escape them or change them, or somehow you'll attach them, somehow you'll get involved with the thoughts and the emotions, which obviously bring on the thoughts. But meditation is basically just training yourself, your brain, to observe those thoughts, those feelings, and to just observe them, just to let them pass, let them work through, let them come in and come out, and with no judgment, no attachment, and just really kind of letting them go and just observing. And through that, you'll struggle at first. It's very, very difficult. It took me, I've been doing it for years and only just started to really get good with it, I guess. But you gradually learn, and it just becomes, I guess, normal eventually, that you can able to just let them go, and then you see the effects throughout your daily life, how it makes you calmer throughout the day. You're thinking less things, your mind's quieter, and truly, it's a life changing habit for me. It's something I can't really live without anymore. It's such a powerful tool in my life, and will be for the rest of my life, I'm sure. So yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about that. And one little thing that I'm interested in trying is doing a little bit of coaching. So I'd love to share this with people and try and help people overcome their challenges, their issues in their life, help them move towards certain goals that they want to achieve, and what's stopping them from achieving it, or just help people gain some clarity on their certain situations. So I've got a link down in the description for a Fiverr link, which I'm doing some coaching calls on. There's a few basic packages. I'm going to do quite a cheap basic package just to try it out, because I'm new to this as well, and I'd love to just try it out on a few people, see if I'm any good, see if it works, see if I can help you if you're open to it. So yeah, click the link down in the description and book a coaching call, and I'd love to jump on one and see if I can help you and see if we can work towards something. So great. Thanks guys, see you in the next video.